Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a Color Rush Studio design team project for you today. I am using the August Golden Days kits, and they are stunning. They are full of beautiful florals, and I decided I was going to make kind of a more masculine page. So I'm going to start with some white cardstock and this super awesome paper. It's like a collage paper, and it's got some greens and tans, and I trimmed it down and just tore off one side, and I thought it was going to go really well with the colors in my picture. So this is a picture of my son. This was his senior pictures, and of course it's with his truck, and his truck is dirty, but you know, boys and their toys, right? So I matted that with some thin white cardstock to mat it so that it popped off the paper a little bit. And then I'm going to make some tags. So I'm going to take some of these scraps here, and I'm just going to cut them down to random sizes, actually. Like, I wasn't even trying to figure it out. So I make 3 tags, and the way I make the tags is I just fold them over to where the corners meet and trim the corners off, and that way they're even on both sides. So I love that. And then I will use a hole punch to make the whole piece of the tag. And then I am pulling out another punch. So I decided that florals didn't need to be on this page with the dirty truck. I have no problem putting on florals on my boy pages, not at all. But I decided stars were going to be better, especially since I was going to use the gorgeous acrylic piece that says Shine Bright. And I felt like I needed another pop of a layer. And so I grabbed the tissue paper that came with my kit. So I never get rid of the tissue paper. I am a huge fan of tissue paper, and I think that it adds so much to your layout. It's a good texture, and it's another element. I love it. So I'm just trimming it down to make it a mat around that beautiful pattern paper. And you can see it just kind of pops a little bit. So when I play with tissue paper, I do use double-sided tape because my tape runner has a tendency to tear the tissue paper, and I don't want to do that. So I use my tear tape, and I go ahead and adhere that down. So then I'm going to put my photo back on, and then I decide, you know what, let's have that photo pop a little bit more as well and add some black to it. So I decide to do a notebook punch border just at the top of it, and I don't want it to go all the way across. I just want to give it a little something. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my photo. I'm trying to decide how much of that notebook is going to show. So you see me struggle a little bit. I'm like, maybe I only want like half of it. And then I was like, no, that's okay. What I have punched is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that down. And I didn't quite want the punch to go that far, but you'll see how I'm going to kind of fix that a little bit. So I've got my notebook punch, I've got my tags, and I decided to take this one green tag and actually stick it between the layers, so between the white and the black layers, and that's going to give me that cover up of the notebook punch that I want. So I love those tags coming out. I love the striped one and how it kind of comes down the side of the photo. it brings in another little color. So I've got my tags down. I'm going to put my title right there on the bottom of the picture. It looks amazing. And then I'm going to take those punch stars. I'm just going to add a little bit of texture to them by roughing up the edges. I figured some roughed up edges would be good. I did kind of think that I probably should have roughed up the edges of the main pattern paper, but it was already stuck down, so I'm good with it. I just wanted to give those stars a little bit of texture. So I'm going to do 2 big stars at the bottom, and I'm going to do 2 big stars at the top. But I did decide to cut a couple of tiny stars as well. Not exactly sure what I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for the other star, which I think in the end I don't end up using. I decide to bring in a black and white star instead. So I'm going to use one of each of the pattern papers, and then yeah, I'm going to put a black star on the top with pattern paper and a couple of the small ones, and then a white star and a pattern paper and a couple of the small stars down at the bottom as well. So this is me just roughing those up and apparently blowing that one like off to the side there. So it's definitely kind of a diagonal design, and I'm trying to decide which frazzles I want to put in my tag holes. So I'm going to start with this one from the kit, which is kind of that yellowy polka dot. And then I have this green one and then a black and white one from a previous kit. And so I'm going to go ahead and put those in as well. And I'm just going to secure them with just my stapler. I figure that's kind of the easiest, even though I've stuck everything down, so pulling everything up to staple is a little wonky. But so I'm gonna stick those down like that, and then I do decide to give the black and white stars a little doodly border in a white gel pen as well as just a black pen. And it's not the best doodly border, but I feel like it gave it a little more pizzazz since I had these beautiful pattern paper stars and these stars didn't look so great. So I'm going to do that. I also outline, I think, 2 of the little stars, and then I'm going to outline just a doodly border on the right hand side. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it all the way around, but I ultimately decided just the right hand side. So I hope you like this masculine layout with this beautiful kit. Head over to the shop and get your hands on it. Sign up for the kit club so you can get the discount, and make sure that you actually get the kit before they sell out. And if you're just shopping for some embellishments or some papers, you can use my code Crystal10 and that will save you 10%. So that is going to do it for my layout today. I will be posting it in the Facebook group, so hopefully you are part of the Facebook group as well, so we can see what you are making with these absolutely gorgeous kits. I just love this acrylic piece. I love her acrylics. So definitely sign up for the acrylic club as well. So that is going to do it for me today. There's my final layout. So remember to